Advertisements are everywhere. It is almost impossible nowadays to go anywhere without seeing an advertisement. Whether if you're in a car stuck in traffic looking at a billboard, or how about ads that get aired on TV every day? Even this video can be seen as an advertisement. Advertisements are important and help shape a product into a market that's vastly competitive, and due to such market growth, there has been an entire industry dedicated to advertisements. According to eMarketer, we expect US digital ad spending to reach $129 billion in 2019. That's a whole lot of money and a whole lot of ads. Now I know what you're thinking, so what? Ads cost a lot of money and they're annoying. What's the big deal? Well, I'd be happy to answer that question. While most advertisements are legitimate, it isn't to say that there aren't any threatening ones out there. There is a new type of advertising that cannot be annoying, but potentially dangerous. Malvertising, a type of practice that cybercriminals use to spread malware through ads, spoofing their identity as legitimate companies. How does it work? Similar to how most ads are very alluring and draw emotion out from the user, causing them to click so it can gain revenue or even better, a potential customer. Unlike adware, which just displays unwanted ads, malvertising works similarly to a logic bomb that only takes action after certain conditions have been met and lays dormant. This means whenever a user clicks and gets redirected to another site that may have been a legitimate domain once, but now that it's expired and cybercriminals have re-registered it, without the user's knowledge, a malicious script is executed in the background that will download to that computer and infect it with the virus. This practice is known as drive-by downloads, such as pop-ups that contain scareware that's designed as an antivirus application which carries a malicious script and is executed when the user leaves the screen. According to the Digital Guardian, even more advanced types of malvertisements can even install malware on the visitor's device directly from legitimate websites without any interaction. TechTarget Search Security mentions that these infected machines can be used to create powerful botnets, which turns the computer into a bunch of zombies that are used for nefarious purposes by the hacker, all without the user's knowledge. For example, take a look at this ad. Seemed simple and innocent, tailored to loyal Starbucks customers. I'll be honest, it had me convinced for a moment and it seemed legitimate. Though believe it or not, Starbucks was trying to combat this advertisement after receiving multiple reports on Twitter. They further stated that this has not been sponsored by them since most of their promos are in the mobile app. While this ad isn't known to carry any malware, it can definitely lead to a slippery slope since this is considered phishing, which can be a gateway to malvertising. Now, let's see what most users think.
Yeah, I'll say it would be.
Absolutely, I'd be interested. Everyone loves coffee, so.
Well, the first word was free drink. Who doesn't want a free drink?
Nothing's for free, but yeah, maybe, yeah, sure.
Me, no.
Yeah, I like.
Well, why no for you?
Because I don't like frappuccinos, first of all. I don't like that. I hate frappuccino drink, and that looks too much for me.
Too much?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you? Why do you say yes?
The advertisement, the way they advertised it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's free. I like free stuff.
Yeah.
And it look good. It's that strawberry?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it look good. Yeah, I'll take that.
I think the colors kind of would draw people in. I think that's a good thing. People also really like music, so I think all of those things together kind of can draw people's attentions in.
I guess from how ads usually are, I guess the look of it, font, well besides font, but just how everything seems well put together. Yeah. But then again, it could be Photoshop too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks real.
Yeah, I would believe it.
Okay, yeah.
It looks reliable.
The drink, it looks fruit, it looks refreshing.
The drink.
The colors.
I know it said it's colorful. That's Taylor Swift, who's a famous person.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, Taylor Swift. Feel like it's partnering with Apple Music and Spotify.
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. Is this about Taylor Swift?
No. Screenshot yourself listening to me by Taylor Swift. No, because you can't screenshot yourself listening to something. It's just a picture. So I don't know how that would work. Unless you had like the album. No, I don't think that's real. And I don't think Starbucks would just be giving away free drinks, honestly.
It looks shady maybe because the logo's not facing directly out and it's like a little bit like fuzzy. So I might click on it and I might not. It's weird that Spotify and Apple would be together because they would be like competitors.
Exactly.
And then it should say free drink of your choice, I would think, would be more grammatically correct. So I would look at like a lot of details, and then direct message, like everybody just says DM. So if they're cool, they would just say DM and they wouldn't say direct message.
No. No. Because it's nothing for free. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. It's a catch to it somewhere. I just don't know yet. No, I wouldn't believe it.
Probably, yeah.
Probably not, because I've never seen this anywhere else.
The Guardian states back in 2016, major sites such as the New York Times, BBC, AOL, and the NFL were all attacked through malvertisements through a number of vulnerabilities. Recently, a patched flaw in Microsoft's former Adobe Flash competitor, Silverlight, has been discontinued back in 2013. When the ads would hit users, they were redirected to another server that hosts malware such as Angler Exploit Kit. This kit then attempts to find any backdoor it can into the target's computer, which will install software that encrypts the user's hard drive and holds the user at ransom, forcing them to pay the criminals to unlock the disk, or forcing them to reformat and lose all their data. A web portal and online advertising giant such as Yahoo fell victim to a malvertising campaign that affected all users across the world. In this attack, users saw ads that would offer to check the speed of their site. So if the user clicked on the ad, they were redirected to a landing page offering the download of an extension that would set the home page of the user's web browser to the home page of the rogue advertisers. Even one of the most popular music streaming platforms was a victim of malvertising. Spotify reported that back in 2016 it patched an issue for its free tier service after multiple users reported the application would load questionable ads into a web browser at random. Whoa MJ, I got a Mac. I don't get viruses like a PC does. While it is true, I actually myself back in the day used to believe that Macs did also not get viruses. Many Mac customers feel the same way. You could say that's why they pay premium for a product, having that peace of mind, ensuring that they won't get compromised. Both Apple and Google came a victim to malvertising when the search term Google Chrome was used. This campaign targeted Mac OS users and tricked users into downloading a malicious installer known as OSX/install-MyZ, which would lead users to a page claiming that there is a DNS failure on google.com/Chrome. In reality, they were redirected to other domains that would show scareware and telling users to download PUPs that would claim to clean Macs. Apple revoked a fake developer certificate after its Mac OS system was compromised through the OSX/doc campaign. This campaign would attack Mac users and was distributed via a phishing email campaign. It would come in a variety of forms, but most commonly being a document.zip file that would execute and cause your Mac to be a victim of a man-in-the-middle attack. Furthermore, once it gained privileges and it successfully installs command line tools after gaining administrative access to this file, it would then redirect all outgoing connections through a malicious proxy server that allows connections to the dark web and allows the attacker to eavesdrop on your communications. Newer forms of proxies can even prevent network access and redirecting them to a local host address, or formerly known as a SOCKS proxy. So how do we prevent this? As a publisher, you can enforce a policy that shows specific file types in an ad frame, such as a PNG file, without allowing JavaScript or other code. Scan ads, creative intended for display, to discover malware or even use a web application firewall. How about users like you and me? Similar to how we spot fallacies through phishing emails and social engineering attempts, malvertising works the same way. Check for ads that do not look like they were made by a professional, advertisements that have spelling errors, ads that have promised miraculous cures or celebrity scandals. Just like the saying goes, if it's too good to be true, probably is. And also ads that do not match your recent or typical search history and browsing behavior. Fun fact, while it is true that Macs get viruses, it is also interesting that Apple has launched an industry-leading technology that can help revolutionize and potentially reduce phishing attacks that further on down the line can lead to malvertising. In their new iOS 13 update, Apple has launched a feature called Sign In with Apple, which prevents companies from misusing their users' data or potentially tracking them. This new sign-in feature gives the option to the user to conceal their email address and in place have a random email address provided by Apple's own private email relay server to forward emails to the user's personal email so that the developer or application doesn't see it, but the user gets the information that they want. So hypothetically speaking, if there is a data breach, maybe by ordering food such as DoorDash, and their email servers get compromised, your data wouldn't get traced back to you. Pretty neat feature now, isn't it? One may ask, how often do you surf the web and find these fake advertisements? Well, it is normal for all of us to experience it. Understand that you as the user have power to prevent this by not providing any of these scammers information. And you are the only one who can stop this, since you are the source for your vital information. You have the power to protect your information just by doing a little bit more and making sure that you have some sort of anti-malware software or antiviruses. There is plenty of them out there that do potentially take care of this issue and hopefully keep your data safe. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. New videos coming out, well, honestly, I don't know, but hope you guys enjoyed.